Done. Awesome. We are on. We are on. I have to prop this. Let's see what we can do. Awesome. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello. People arrive. So for those of you who have chosen to have the balms, the essential oil balms that you can find on the website if you like, that go with this month. If we think of this radiant heart energy that we've been working on all month, and this gesture is so symbolic of everything, of that energy, how expansive it is, how enactable it is. It is in our actions. When it's small, when it's tight, feels, our heart space feels sort of like this, or it has some arrhythmia in it. Our energy needs to move through us, just like our circulation of any kind. Our blood, our breathing has to be continuous or we'll die. And just because we can't see it the way we can see our blood, when we constrict an area of ourselves and the energy isn't flowing there, this is detrimental. This is the beginning of injury, and it limits our healing and our well-being. So the energy equalizer balm is so useful for me. The heart I've been putting on every day. You see me putting it right over the sternum. If it's too much on your sternum, then you're going to put it on the soles of your feet. And yesterday I was out in the river with my daughter, and I slid, and my foot and my whole situation slid down between two stones, and I have either broken or sprained my fourth toe, which you wouldn't think, they're so small and there's so many, how one could really make a difference. And yet, so the pain there and the swelling there is this place of inflammation. And the inflammation and the necessity to heal, I was awake much of the night with this, and it focuses everything and it blocks everything else. And so I get up in the morning and I'm lopsided, and I have this, I'm short-tempered, because I say I'm short-tempered because I didn't sleep well. But really what I found is as I went onto my mat, I'm short-tempered because I can't breathe. And as I got going into my practice, and as my breathing began to expand to the capacity that I am familiar with, my temper cooled and my perspective began to change and things began to move. And so what I'll do now for practice is not put the heart balm on necessarily, but I will take that energy equalizer. Lots of really great sort of uncontracting is what we want. And I'm putting it over the bone. I'm putting it over the joint. I'm putting it up the top of the foot and into the ankle. And I'm also putting it into the side of the knee and the side of my hip, because what happens if I have an injury in that left side foot, I put more energy in the right, more weight in the right. And then I can feel my right side hip starting to tighten, and I can feel my left side chest starting to tighten. So the more I can distribute my activity, the more that I can distribute any sensation of that real constriction of pain or injury. So I'm just smoothing up the whole left side of my body from the point of injury. I'm giving it these great oils. And one of them, petitgrain, is an oil of ancestry, right? The way in which we hold from a moment of the past into the moment of the future. It can be a great way to release shame or distrust from an old family situation. But in this moment, I am releasing the emotions. I lay on the floor and I cried because finally I was just like, yes, this hurts. I don't know if I can do vinyasa. I don't know if I can teach. I need to let the emotion all the way through and not hold any shame or regret around that activity or that injury. And so each one of these oils is so useful to have. And then when I feel stuck, when I feel it up through the neck, I can use this, and I'm just creating this current through the left side body. And then the next thing was this morning, what could I do? I could get on my ball. So if you haven't done the workshop, but you're interested, the link to the workshop with this soft ball remains posted under workshop art. So it's marthamcalpin.rsvp. And if you roll down, the replay is there. And I wasn't able to do an asana practice this morning, but I could feel how disjointed and asymmetrical I was. I got on my ball and I could begin to flush through the joints, the tissues without any weight bearing. And I could begin to breathe more fully. And this really is what set my practice. So I only offer that as my experience of using these to heal a very immediate physical ailment of breaking or spraining my toe, which began to block my energy, which began to create a change in my perspective, my tone of voice. And if I had stayed in that state, then I would want to medicate it. I would want to numb it. If I numb it, I can't feel, is it progressing or is it not? And so we take a physical malady, we address it, we open it up, we use these different techniques, and they really do mean that I can move through that and I can show up and I can teach with you. So I want this whole understanding of practice to be very, very applicable, very tactile. We're tending ourselves so that we can show up for the people around us. So good. And the last thing before we head in is yesterday I got something out of order. And that's because I'm a person. And I really appreciate that you remind me of this and that you point it out. It means that you know the sequence. That's fantastic. And I'm sorry. And I will do my best to hold us to our course. And every once in a while, it's going to get away from me. And we'll take it from there. Today, we will be spot on. Heart high, chin in. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, holding me, healing me, guiding me. You are carrying our class today. You are carrying my healing today. You are holding me here. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me, the wonder of my system to heal itself. Outside and in, we are so blessed. 3 times with me. Inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, shake out your hands, find your playlist. If you're using music, start it up at Naturaleza. If you're not, fantastic. Let's go without it. Standing tall. Standing tall. If standing doesn't work for you, you can always warm up seated on the edge of a chair, blocks or a blanket under your feet so your feet are square. Inhale, your hands come up. Inhale down, inhale up, exhale fold. To inhale, to inhale, to inhale, to exhale. In, out. If you need to, out the mouth to start. Just changing your state. And when you're ready, as things open and as things settle, we'll exhale out the nose. Close your eyes as you can. And come to land in your feet. In, out, in, out, in, out. Putting your weight, putting your breath down the legs, into the feet, right up the toes. Stay with it. Just settle in. Last time to stand, feeling from the navel to the floor. Widen the feet a step, an inch, little bend in the knees. Let your elbow go back, one hand out, one hand forward, and to change, exhale, exhale, exhale. So a little bend in your knees, like a little bit of a bounce through the body. Closing your eyes when you're ready. Turn through the navel, and you're turning as though from the soles of your feet. Close your eyes and revolve through the shoulders, rinsing the mid-body and the spine. And this rinsing, serving to clear us out. Find the steadiness of your breathing, clearing your mind. The steadiness of your body, creating symmetry, left side, right side. Feel where you're sticky, where you're encountering imbalance, and just stay with the breath. Five, four, three, two, one. Both elbows back, inhaling. 3 sips in. Hold the breath in. Lift the pelvic floor. Keep that. And release the chin, release the breath, release the hands. Feeling the energy rising now right up under the dome of your diaphragm. Shake it out. Feet a little bit wider, knees soft. Palms together overhead. Put a bend in your knees and fold over the left side. Inhale up and exhale, fold. Now your fold may be simple, just a little bit, hands past knees, which is awesome. Or your fold is bigger, hands past shins, or fingertips finding the floor. Wherever you go, a bend in your knees, taking your seat back, your low back is flat. And you're folding with command. You're not just slinging yourself at the floor because that will wrench your hamstring and the way in which your hamstring holds your pelvis. So inhale up and then exhale. We're going to add a ha. 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 And it's as though the breath in is scooping up everywhere you've been in the past day. And you're breathing it out on the ha to make clarity. Ha. 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 3, 2, and 1. Inhale up. 3 sips in. Hold the breath. Heart comes up. Chin comes in. And then releasing the chin. Hands coming wide. Feeling from the center of your chest out into the very fingertips, out into the tips of your toes, feeling the periphery of the field that surrounds you. And that field emanates right from here. Bring it down to the floor. Knees bent, feet flat. Pause on the back. Feeling the pulse, feeling the change. That we get caught in who we think we are in the small practical aspects of our lives. Let it get bigger. Come into your body and then go beyond it. Use it as a vehicle. Hands wide. Draw your knee up, circling through the knee, or foot up, circle through the foot. Inhale as you sweep open. Exhale as you come through the middle. Opening wide, and wide is relative to you, to your day, to your circumstance. But again, we're using the breath to clear how the tension holds and lands in the hips. Reverse your circle. Inhale out to the side. Exhale up through the middle. We're just seeking clarity. We could feel ourselves and the truth of ourselves more clearly, more fully, and the love that exists inside of it all. That's what we're finding. And changing sides, right foot down, circling through the left knee, and then circling through the left foot. You work as far into the leg as you choose. Keep the breath deep and full. Each exhalation, a release of tension, and then reverse. Outer thigh, inner hip. Good. And then bring your feet together overhead. You sweep wide, either both knees bent or both legs extended. Hands wide, finding a circle. And your circle can be small and simple and sweet, or your circle can grow large and exploratory and potent.
Inhale as you sweep your feet out to the side. Exhale as they zip up the center. One more, so that you can reverse, sweeping around and down the middle. Inhaling open. Exhale together. And then bring your feet to the floor. Hands behind your head. Let your right leg extend straight out. Let your left hand go overhead. Lift your right heel high. Turn the heel in, the knee out. Left hand to tap the heel. Inhale, opening to the floor. Exhale to tap. Open and close. Open and close. As you fold, you're drawing your navel to your spine. This little rotation of the knee out to the side, beginning to establish our cross-legged seat. This little lift of the chest and tap of the heels, strengthen, stay. Cross left ankle behind right. So left down, inhale, open. Exhale, roll, tap, cross, down. Inhale, exhale, exhale, open, open, tap, cross. Inhale, inhale, exhale, change sides. 2 feet down, left hand behind your head, right hand overhead. Rolling up, tap of the left heel. Inhale, open out long. Exhale, tap and open. Exhale, inhale. Adding a cross to tap. Cross your right behind left. Inhale, right down. Inhale, left down. Exhale, exhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, exhale, in, out, out, in, out, in. 2 more. By strengthening the low abdomen here, we're building our capacity to hold ourselves in a cross-legged seat, nice and strong. Hands out and pause. Hands on thighs. As you press lightly away, as you press your hands into the thighs, you can feel your abdomen open and spacious. This center point of our body, this home of our fire, our awareness, our bliss, our confidence, right here. Cross your right ankle over the left knee, and the right hand on the right side, press away. And bring your breath all the way down into your right hip socket, softening the grip from the back of the hip to the front of the hip. Soften your right side jaw, your mouth, your tongue, your toes. And we change. Right foot down. Left ankle crosses over right. Left hand on thigh. Press away. And this light pressure into the thigh, into the hip socket, opening the tension. So when we're seated, our spine settling, all the weight of the upper body down into the grip of the hips. Here we do the reverse, like traction. Open it up. Give it your breath. And knees to your chest. Roll your way up to wide feet, wide legs. And you sit on the edge of your blanket. If you're working on a chair, you just step your feet wide around the chair legs as you can. If your knees pop up like this, you're welcome to pop blocks underneath your knees so you don't hyperextend the backs of your knees. And then begin to reach side to side. It may be very small to start. Inhaling, opening, exhaling. Inhale, open, exhale, center.
Accessing the outer hips and side waist. The ribs and the shoulders, finding a way to reach a little further up out of ourselves. One more. And bring your fingertips inside your thighs. Bring your heart forward, your heels down, your toes up. Steady. Hinge of the hips so you're not rounding down. Your seat goes back. Toes point up. Heart forward. Heart forward rather than rounding. So that when you bring yourself up into a cross-legged seat, that wide leg, everything we've done so far is building this cross-legged seat. Our knees fall down, our heart comes up. Set your block lengthwise in front of you. So if I have my block or a stack of books, just walk yourself forward slightly, a little bit side to side. Walk your seat slightly back, settling your way in, and putting your left forearm on the block and your right hand rolls high. Wrap your right hand down and fold and roll open. And exhale down. The inhalation, you encounter any limit to that turn, and on the exhale you breathe out that limit, little at a time. And the left side to rise, and exhale, left forearm in front of right. So inhaling, wrapping up, exhale, wrap it down. One more. Good. And as you walk yourself up, put your hands on your thighs, sit right in the middle of your blanket, your bolster, your chair, and circle into your pelvis. The circumference of that circle is similar to the circumference of the outer edge of your head. And the crown of your head stays steady as you circle into your seat. Exhale across the back of that circle as you can. Close your eyes. As though you're assembling and releasing all the spaces you've opened. Reverse your circle, nice and steady. Let it be quick, small. Putting the key in the ignition, starting your engine. Removing blocks from the foundation. And becoming very pliable so that our foundation can come with us wherever we go and however it's needed. It's different in so many circumstances. Sometimes we need to hold ground. Sometimes we need to pause, release what we know, and listen with fresh, clean ears. But our foundation needs to come with us all the time. Rinse it out, sit up tall. 3, 2, 1. To sit tall, to inhale through the mouth, 3 sips. In through the nose, 3 more sips. Fill up under the collarbones. Heart comes up, chin comes in, lifting the pelvic floor. You've created the base. You're holding a great container of breath. To come out, you go right out the top of your head. Chin up, exhale. And sit tall, eyes closed. We begin by establishing our foundation. The Kriya, the formal Kundalini practice has not begun, but we clean the pots before we cook with them. We clean the table before we set the table. We clean the plates before we serve a new meal, so that what we make is respected and it shines. No residue. Legs go out, shake out your feet side to side and your knees up and down. Doing well. Perfect. If you are rounded at all, get higher, add a blanket, add a towel, or hop onto the edge of a chair. The height of your heart and the height of your spine is more important than your ego about sitting cross-legged on the floor. Okay? You want to be able to sit, seat to crown, and begin soft circles. Right here. Coming into the practice. Right here. Our Kundalini energy, different from the practice that elicits it. The Kundalini energy is the great good of who you are, the great awareness of your soul, and the way in which the world is moving through your soul, and the contribution you're here to make. Loosen your elbows, your wrists, your fingertips, heart high. And into that circle with your eyes closed, you add a whisper of ha. Close your mouth, out your nose, sitting tall. And come into your circles. Any old shoulder injuries, if you're frowning, if you're gripping your jaw, let your hands come lower and your circles are smaller. You're circling through the shoulder blades behind you, the elbows and the wrists. As you grow stronger, as you open, perhaps the arms begin to straighten and the fingers come together. Heart up, chin lightly in. If you're on your cycle or you're pregnant, I want you to do long, deep breathing in and out. And let's go. Notice anywhere where you're fighting this experience. If it's too much with the breath, let the breath get softer, more supple and responsive, more elastic. If you're fighting your shoulders, let it get smaller, break a bend in your elbows, your fingertips. Build ease, because through that ease, you will build strength. And strength without ease is limited. And from the strength, we build stability, and that is what we need from our heart the very most. Stabilize this energy at the center of your body, and you will stabilize your relationships in the center of your families, in the center of your workplace, in the center of your finance. It comes from this energy here. So find your ease, build your strength, and settle into stability. 3, 2, 1. Hands up through the mouth, 3 sips. In the nose, 3 sips. Fill the collarbones. Heart up, chin in, stay tall. Lift the pelvic floor. Just keep it. Let it build in your chest. Let it build around your heart. And release the pelvis, release the chest, release the hands. The breath comes down. Onto your back. Draw your right knee into your chest. Interlacing your fingers over your right shin. Keep it close. Let your left leg go out. Inhale, bring it up, and exhale, bring it down. So we're rinsing out the low back and the hip. If we're unaccustomed to that cross-legged seat, it can generate some tension. We're just going to flush that tension out of the pelvis for 4, 3, flex both feet, spread your toes, 2, and 1. Excellent. Changing sides, draw your left shin in, right leg out long. Inhale as it comes up and exhale as it goes down. Inhale up, exhale down. Good. Knees bend, feet flat, set a block between your thighs. It's on a narrow setting. And if you don't have a block, it's okay. Bend your elbows. Put your heels right under your knees and stand in your heels to peel up your hips. And then roll down through the spine. Press your heels down to lift the hips. Press your elbows down, tuck a shoulder under, tuck another, and roll down through the spine. So on the inhale, you're rising up. And on the exhale, you're rolling down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Close your eyes, settle in. If you'd like to go more quickly, you're welcome to increase the pace as long as you are in your heels, your elbows, and your shoulders so that there's no tension in the low back. Start to flush it out. If it's very small, then let it be small. Start with ease, love. Start with ease. Do what you can do, and each day it will grow. Good. Add your hands overhead if you choose, coming right to the tops of the shoulders. Bring your elbows down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Close your eyes. Two, and 1. Roll down, set your block aside, pause a beat, hands on thighs, press away. That space of the abdomen growing vast and bright. The home of your ability, absolutely opening. Bring it up to a simple seat and we'll rinse it out right through the middle. So legs crossed, sitting tall. If you're just starting or you're late to it, then we are on Shanti Ishta. Fingertips to the shoulders. Into the left and out to the right. In and out. Closing your eyes. Your attention down to the outer thighs. To the base of your seat. And turning from the base of your seat. Turning from the outer thighs. Rinse right through the navel. In, out. In, out, inhale, exhale. Let one wrist rise over the elbow, continuing to turn. Getting a little higher. Soften your jaw, your inner arms, your fingertips, thumb and first fingertip touch. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms together. Interlace the last 3 fingers. The first point up, cross your thumbs. And we turn left and right. Inhaling left and exhaling right. Sit your seat down. Your heart up, your chin lightly in, and revolve through your shoulders. Bringing your awareness up into the face, up into the brain, up into the top of the head, up into the pineal gland of the head. Five, 4, 3, 2, centering. 3 sips in the nose. Chin up, elbows down, hands wide. Take your time, eyes closed. I am this. Satnam. The brilliance of our body showing us the way to our breath, and the breath showing us the way into connection. Belly down. Yesterday I did this on the wall, standing. You may repeat that. Or we're going belly down. If you're pregnant, you just do a kneeling twist. Walk your thighs back. Walk yourself to the left side of your mat, putting your right palm flat to the floor. And then walk yourself a little more to the left and roll to your right ribs, right hip. Drop the right side of your head. Bend your left knee high and put your left foot behind your thigh. And let your left knee fall open. Let your head drop. Let your eyes close and feel your breath. All the places that it's trying to access. Knees, hips, heart, shoulders, hands, head, heels. What micro adjustments can you make internally so the breath can go further? And then rolling belly down. Walk yourself to the right side of your mat. And the left arm wide out to the side. Palm down. The left side of your head down onto the left side of your ribs and your hip. Right foot down to the floor and just turning through the chest. Let your right knee fall open. No force here. Relaxing through the feet and the ankles. Softening through the hips and the knees. Letting the belly open, letting the chest revolve. Letting your breathing change. Bring it to the center and bring it belly down. Excellent, loves. Take your right fingertips forward and your right toes tucked under. Bend your left knee, left foot flexed, right fingertips down. So you're nice and strong. Lift your heel and the whole body down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Or you're holding your outer ankle and you come down. Press into both heels. Square your hips, square your chest. And the space you just made with that twist and that breath, see if you can find it all and use to open the left side chest. Inhale up. Exhale down. Go one more. And then changing sides. The left toes tuck under, the right hand out, the right fingertips down. Right hand back, fingertips to the floor. Bend your knee, heel up, heart up, and down. Or right hand to the outer heel, outer ankle, and roll down. Inhaling up and exhaling down.
Reach into your heels. Your hips are square. Your shoulders are square. And there is more capacity than you realized. And down, 2 feet flat. Walk your thighs back, your feet a little closer. Hands beside your ribs, elbows in. And just reaching through the toes, lift your chest. Exhale, roll your way down. Inhaling up, open. Exhale down, firm your legs. Reach through the little toes. Reach through the big toes. In and up. And right down through the navel. You may stay there. If you are pregnant, you would be in cat-cow, just rolling through the spine. Bend your knees. Reach out through the toes. Inhale up. Exhale, bend. Inhale up. So it's as though the tips of your toes are lifting your chest, opening your navel all the way down to your pelvis, all the way through the chest. Let the last 3 be quick. Rolling out. Rolling out. One more. Rolling out. Press your hands down, rising up. Looking to your knees, walk your knees to the middle and bring your knees to touch. Bring your inner feet to touch and bring your hips to your heels. Walk your fingertips out and fold. Take your time. Press your fingertips down and away from you into the mat. Breathing into the back of your body, opening the eyes of your elbows, lifting the palms of your hands to find only the fingertips on the floor. Hands and knees. Turning over, you'll hold your shins and you'll roll yourself forward and back. Right through the length of your spine. If rolling on your spine is impossible, round back and sit up tall. Round back and sit up tall. Good. And then roll yourself to your feet. Take your time. Get yourself balanced and settled. Hands to your hips. Stand up tall. So just as we began, exhale, bend to the knees. Inhale, standing up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Perfect. This might be where you stay, or hands to the shoulders. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Maybe where you work, or hands behind the head. Tail back. You may work there. Slightest bend to the knees is fine, or beginning to bring your hips to your heels. The exhalation, you're dropping into your feet like coiling a spring. The inhalation, you're just allowing that spring up and out. The more you press down, the more easily you will rise up. 2 and 1. Rising tall. And set it down and feel for a moment, just pausing. There'll be a flush of energy through you. Feel the upheaval like a great wave above you. Let it pass. And shake it out. Bring it down to a cross-legged seat. And so because of this injury in my foot, at the start I told you that I had either broken or sprained my toe. The energy is larger in my body, so that moment, that pause is very large. So when you're going through a lot, you'll feel more. And know that that's okay. That's your body responding to tend you.
emotional or physical or spiritual. Go deeper under the wave and let it pass. Don't numb it, don't turn away, don't run for the shore. Circle. Soft elbows, soft shoulders, close your eyes. This is how we come home. Keep it low, keep it soft, as though you were throwing petals into the air, or as your shoulders open, your hands open, the arms extending, steady. Add a whisper of ha. Close the mouth, out the nose. Right here, 2 minutes. These are yours. These circles are yours. This heart is yours. This is for you. So move in a way that you require to come home. And let it change. It may get bigger and then suddenly need to collapse and shake out and then return. Listen and allow yourself to change and to be changed. Quicken, loosen, rise. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hands up high. In the mouth, 3 sips. In the nose, 3 sips. Hold the breath, heart up, chin in, lift the pelvic floor. All of it gathers around the heart. All of it gathers. So that you can release the pelvis, release the throat, release the elbows. And set it down. Pause tall. Eyes closed. Heart up, chin in, the back of the neck is long. Access from the seat to the top of your head. Pause your playlist. Stay tall. Stay quiet. Satnam, I am this. Sat, I am this. This is the Sat. This is the truth, is the essence, is the soul. Sat. Kartar is the doer. She or he or they who walk, who act, who pray, who sing, who dance, who feed, who bathe. The doer. Sat Kartar. Let this radiant truth be that which takes action in me and through me. Let everything that happens in me and through me be from this source. That's all we're saying. May it be like this as often as possible. Sat the palms together. Kar, the palms go forward. Tar, the hands go out. Sat, kar, tar. Sat, kar, tar. Close your eyes. Sat, kar, tar. 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 As though installing within ourselves the thought, may it be so. May it be so. May it be this brilliant and this connected and this true. Sat, kar, tar. 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 Sat. If it's too much on your shoulders, let your hands be lower and go where you can. Sat, kar, tar. 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 As though giving our blessings stamina, that they are stronger than our boredom, that our blessings are stronger than our inertia, that our blessings are built into the strength of our bodies. We continue 30 seconds. Sat, kar, tar. That we could access a stream of love. Sat, kar, tar. 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 Sat, two more, tar. Sat, kar, one more. Sat, kar, tar. Eyes closed, hands to the thighs, the body quiet and steady. May it be so. May I believe in the love within me. May I believe in the love within you. May they call each other, seek each other out. Stay seated if you choose, or come to lie back. If you add music, just press play. The song is Motif, 3 minutes. Let it absolutely be a balm, a salve.
Rest in what you've made. The breath full to begin. And then falling in more completely. The breath diminishes and settles to the abdomen. The shoulders soften. The face opens. Walk your feet in. Draw your knees to your chest. And bring yourself up to a seat. Interlace your fingers, pressing away. Inhale up. Exhale down. And just rinse out. The elbows may be bent, but you'll feel through the ribs and through the spine and through the lungs an ease. Just for 3, 2, and 1. Palms together down the middle. Sweeping up and open, inhale. Eyes closed, palms together, bring it down the middle. Sweep open, inhale up. Palms together, bring it in. Staying tall. In your mind or aloud, repeat, I expand in success, abundance, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. Hands to your forehead center. I am this. Sat Nam. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat Nam. Sat Nam. I see myself. Namaste. I see you. Thank you. Happy Wednesday. I will see you tomorrow on Thursday. If you are in Baltimore, or even if you're not, because it will be online on Sunday at 2:45, I will say goodbye to the Federal Hill Studio of Baltimore. One more, we will have it live online. It will be a half hour of asana and a half hour of Kriya, Laya Yoga for healing and intuition for what comes next. Just a chance to let that go. But our regular Sunday practice will be here, so I will see you then. Sat Nam, loves.